All right, hello everyone. This is Xpar, and welcome back to another Bunch of Scores video. I haven't played in a tiny bit because I went on a cruise and a bunch of other stuff since my last video, but I also didn't show this off. I made a melon and pumpkin farm basically. This automatically crafts the melons into melon block, and it crafts it automatically right there because I have a massive melon farm. And then over here, I have all these pumpkins, which is wonderful because I can trade with my villagers. Xpar, you don't have that many villagers, not enough to warrant making this entire farm. Wait a minute. Did I break this? No, but I think I just did actually. Well, actually I kind of lied. I do have villagers. There was a lot to cover last episode and I mainly wanted to focus on the whole, but I did end up doing all of this in between that time. I got a bunch of different villagers levels up, partially just so I could heal my poor tools with XP because gold farms don't work anymore and that's my main source of XP. So I have about, this is probably more than 50 villagers. But yeah, also these guys are a problem, these iron golems. So these villagers will have a wonderful place to live soon, hopefully. But I thought I'd show it off because I have a lot of farmer traders, so I need to just walk up to them. I've already zombified them too, and I just do my trading and my stuff is fully healed. It's wonderful. Also, I did deliver the quartz to Spencer. Spencer did pay me and said, "Thank you, Xpar, for the 18 boxes of quartz blocks. I've left you a tip rounding it to 50 diamonds, which was super kind." They did not need to do that at all. I'll be honest. I was plenty happy with the amount that I was getting, but I appreciate them doing that. And the villagers, it got very distracting. That's part of the reason I have so many masons. It's because I was trying to get that quartz done. Oh, whoa, that's not okay. How are mobs spawning in here? What? Thought I lit up this entire area. You're like the worst one to be here too. You don't even burn in the day. The iron golems won't kill you. Okay. Okay. Whew. Enough getting distracted. Look at this. The hull is complete. This is it. This is a lot of space to work with. And of course, as soon as I start, this is a lot of space to work with. This hole is pretty deep. It is exactly at around Y49, and it goes up to Y71. So we have a lot of space to play with, including this chunk, which I may actually need to shave down. But if I don't have to, I'm gonna try not to, because I said I finished the whole last episode and I don't want to lie. So yeah. But that means also cleaning up this area in between this space and this space, which is what I've been doing. This used to be really hilly, like it was all the way up to like here or higher, and I had to shave it down. So that is something else that I did off camera. And then there's going to be a path leading up there above there, and hopefully we can keep this cool little lagoon down here. So I should be able to work something out here if I just, I need to map things out in my head. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I have done some planning and I'm ready to make the base of this project. And it has taken me literally over 5 days just to get some concept buildings down. So I think we're just going to build the base for now and then we'll continue on. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start off with a little time lapse of us getting this area put together. Basically from this orange line all the way to over here. And it should be pretty cool. It should look really good. I still got to decide what I want to do up there. But you know, we'll just ignore the problem. We'll just work with a different problem. All right, let's go. Okay, so the hole is dirtified, which it looks, I mean, it looks like a big hole, but the dirt at the bottom, I don't know, this looks weird. But luckily it's not going to stay dirt for long, as this is all going to be turned into mud, which you're going to need water buckets and, well, water buckets just so I can fill this in with water, and also some water bottles just so I can just click the mud down onto the dirt. I do want to try to do some terraining before we put that down, but also these edges. I'm not doing these edges while there's water in here. So I'm going to have to do some terraining. So I know we just finished one time lapse, but let's go ahead and hop into one more to go ahead and clean up the outside edge of this place and maybe add in a little bit of terraining. Oh my gosh, this took way too long to make, and I'm not even finished. I still need to convert that into mud blocks, or at least some of it. But look at this, it looks so good. Actually, I kind of like that transition, like the color. Maybe I will keep that dirt. Like the rest of it, it's so dark, and that's just because of the mud blocks, really. The walls of stone, they work really well at going down into there. And this wall over here, I didn't know if I would like it or not. I think it looks pretty good. That wall looks different than the other walls. Of course, there's going to be decorations up there is my plan, but I have not decided what I'm going to do with that yet. There's also a bunch of fish down here, which honestly, I'm really happy that there are, because they just kind of spawned in, and I was like, oh, this is a lovely surprise, because it adds in some atmosphere. Obviously, this is not decorated, because otherwise it would look very different. Now, I want to show off a few things, because once I relog, this will go away, but this is just here. I don't know why, but you can see my bubbles are still going down, even though I'm in this area. But this is one of the strangest Minecraft bugs I've ever seen. I think it's because I was mostly loading in the chunks over there, so these ones didn't load in, but like, I can't swim in this area, but I'm still losing bubbles. So if I go up here and if I drop in, it just drops me. Which is so weird. This is so strange. But I mean, I'll be honest. It's very boring, but we have a couple of plans for that. In fact, a few of the plans involve a few boats. I'm going to add in a bunch of kelp and seagrass down there, maybe even a little coral reef somewhere. But I also have to remember that this build is designed as a artificial ocean, basically. That's what this area is. It's an artificial ocean that links up to, if we go over here, there's some rivers, one here, one there. We're gonna use this one over here as an example. So I would dig this down quite a bit and hollow it out. And this river go all the way, which it kind of already does, but I'd like it to be a little bit deeper. Go all the way over to Skyfare's base, where he also has his own little boatyard. And that's kind of the plan. It's just so it links up our bases in this way. But I mean, you can see over here that this is not done. That is a blank wall right there, and those are some purple lines. But we're not doing that section today. That section I'm slowly chipping away at, but mostly I just want to focus on this. This is what I want to get finished. And yeah, this is probably the part that's going to take the longest, arguably. The most boring part, filling in the hole with water, and then I gotta still do the seagrass. I gotta do some more terraining underneath the water, because we will not just be leaving this like this, because the terrain, it can't be flat. It can't be flat like this, how it is. It needs to be more like over here, where there's at least some definition of terrain. Okay, maybe you can't see that well. Some definition of terrain where there's some different heights. Even though they didn't look too good when it was out of the water, when it was empty. I mean, if you're looking up here, you really can't see it at all. But it means that even if you can see it, it looks all right. It doesn't look terrible. And I may add a few more water layers up here, like 1 or 2 maybe. But this is the main height that I wanted it at least to be. I haven't decided yet because over here it goes down by a few blocks, so still deciding how I want to do this. The big chunk is done, but there is no, like, this is meant to be a shipyard, not an empty platform of stone with an ocean. So I think you guys might know what this means, but all this needs to move out the way. These will also probably have to move out the way at one point, but these are easy. These are shulker boxes. So I'm gonna get all these items moved, and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, this area has been cleared out. It actually took me an hour to move all those boxes, and that's kind of insane. I love the sideline, the sight line right here with that. Looks so good. But enough fanning over my own build. Oh, you can see everything. Was I able to before? I don't know. This just shows how much attention I was really paying while doing this. I really wasn't looking at this. But with this area all cleared out now, it is time for us to start building. So for the second time this episode, let's go and start a time lapse. And this time lapse is going to be a little, probably, dare I say, a little long, because there is a lot of buildings to cover. So let's get started. Okay, if I sound a little bit different, it's because I have moved my setup a little bit. But what are we thinking so far? I did not time lapse a whole lot of time, but this is what we're going with right now. Pretty gray area, lots of kind of bland tones almost. Like the yellow, it does stand out a little bit, but it is that kind of like dirty yellow look. It's looking pretty good. And this street is probably gonna, you might see why it's kind of my favorite street at one point, but the interiors aren't done yet, so yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this. I just finished this building, like designing it a few days ago. Well, I say a few days ago, like basically 20 hours ago. Time has been flying by. It has been absolutely insane. But yeah, I am super excited to go and show it off. Obviously there's certain things missing because I haven't had the right block or the material. There's still this little lagoon to deal with down here. But overall, it's looking pretty nice, I think. That's actually probably gonna be it for this episode. I don't want to post episodes too far out from each other. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the detailing of the buildings next episode or if I'm going to start the desert area, as it is September and I kind of need to hurry up. So if I do this off camera, some decorating and some details, I think that might help out with how much time I have, but only time will tell. So with that all said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.